I saw the change before you said it, in the way you touched my hand, like you were already leaving, but didn't know how to stand. Your eyes stopped looking through me, like they used to do before, and every kiss felt quieter than the one I waited for. I kept asking little questions just to hear you say my name, but your voice was somewhere distant, like your heart had left the frame. I tried to hold a moment, tried to say the falling sound, but love was slipping through us, and I couldn't turn it around. You turned away now, when I needed you to stay. You let the silence answer what your lips could never say. You turned away now, like I was easy to forget, like every tear I cried for you was something you'd regret. I was still reaching for forever. You were already gone somehow. I loved you facing forward, but you turned away. Now I still remember the evening when the sky was soft and gray. You held me like a habit, not like someone you would save. I made room for your sadness, I made peace with your storms. I gave you all the gentle parts I never gave before, but you grew cold beside me, like winter in my bed. And every dream I built with you collapsed inside my head. I wanted to believe you when you said we'd be alright, but some goodbyes begin softly, long before the final night. You turned away now, when I needed you to stay. You let the silence answer what your lips could never say. You turned away now, like I was easy to forget, like every tear I cried for you was something you'd regret. I was still reaching for forever. You were already gone somehow. I loved you facing forward, but you turned away. Now maybe I was holding a love that had no breath. Maybe I kept fighting for something already left, but I still don't understand how you could close the door on the girl who loved you deeply and kept loving you more. I don't wanna hate you, I just want the truth. How did I become a stranger to the heart I trusted most in you? You turned away now, and I'm standing in the rain with all the words I saved for you still burning in my veins. You turned away now, like our love was just a cloud, here for one beautiful moment, then gone without a sound. I was still praying for forever. You were already leaving somehow. I loved you with my whole heart, but you turned away now. You turned away now, and I stayed where we fell, still holding on to someone who already said farewell. said my name, the air felt cold and heavy, like love was turning gray. You stood there by the doorway with sorry in your eyes, and I was still believing you might change your mind. I held my breath in pieces, afraid of what was true, because the heart knows when it's losing before the words come through. I wanted to be stronger, I wanted not to cry, but I broke before you finished saying why. When you chose goodbye, you chose a life without me. You chose the empty silence where your arms used to be. When you chose goodbye, you left me standing there with a love too big to carry and a heart too weak to bear. I was still choosing forever, still reaching for your hand, but you let go so softly, like I would understand. When you chose goodbye, you didn't just leave my side, you took the only future I left inside. I still remember crying on the floor beside the bed, trying to hold together all the dreams you left unsaid. Your sweater stayed behind you, but it doesn't feel like home. It's just another reminder that I'm sleeping here alone. I keep replaying moments, wondering what I missed, how a love that felt so endless could end with one last kiss. I wanted one more reason, I wanted one more try, but your heart was already leaving before mine said goodbye. When you chose goodbye, you chose a life without me. You chose the empty silence where your arms used to be. When you chose goodbye, you left me standing there with a love too big to carry and a heart too weak to bear. I was still choosing forever, still reaching for your hand, but you let go so softly, like I would understand. When you chose goodbye, you didn't just leave my side, you took the only future I left inside. Maybe someday I'll forgive you for the way you walked away. Maybe someday I'll stop hearing everything you couldn't say. Maybe someday this apartment won't remember you at all. Maybe I'll stop breaking when the evening starts to fall. But tonight I'm still the girl who loved you more than pride, still asking what I did so wrong. When you chose goodbye, when you chose goodbye, you chose the road without us, you chose to close the chapter I still keep dreaming of. When you chose goodbye, you made the sky turn blue. Now every lonely night I live still leads me back to you. I was still choosing forever, still praying you would stay, but you held my heart so gently, then gave it back in pain. When you chose goodbye, you didn't just walk away, you left me with a love that still has no place. When you chose goodbye, I lost more than you, I lost the girl I used to be. When I was loved by you. I felt it in the morning before you said a word. The silence on your pillow was the loudest thing I heard. You used to hold me closer, like the world could fall apart. Now your hand was on my shoulder, but nowhere near my heart. I kept making conversation just to keep the truth away, but your eyes were already leaving long before you walked away. I wanted to believe us, I wanted one more try, but some endings start in whispers before they say goodbye. This love was gone before the door closed behind you, before the tears came falling, before I tried to find you. This love was gone while I was holding on. You were standing right beside me, but your heart had moved on. I kept calling it forever, you kept letting go. I was the last one to see. This love was gone. Your coffee cup was empty, your jacket left the chair, but the room still felt so heavy, like your ghost was everywhere. I saved your last I love you, like it still had something true, but it sounded like an ending when it came from you. Now every song is different, every night feels twice as long, and I keep asking my own heart how I missed what felt so wrong. I was trying to save a fire that had turned into smoke. You were already distant while I was still holding hope. This love was gone before the door closed behind you, before the tears came falling, before I tried to find you. This love was gone while I was holding on. You were standing right beside me, but your heart had moved on. I kept calling it forever, you kept letting go. I was the last one to see. This love was gone. Baby, I love the memory more than what we had become. Baby, I kept hearing music where there was no longer a song. Maybe you were tired, maybe I was blind, maybe we were losing one breath at a time, but I still wish you told me before I broke apart that I was holding empty hands and loving a quiet heart. This love was gone before I cried your name, before I learned the meaning of sleeping with the pain. This love was gone before the final night, before I watched our future disappear into the light. Oh, I kept calling it forever, you kept moving on. I was still saying stay, but this love was gone. This love was gone, but I stayed too long, trying to keep alive what had already moved on. You held my hand like you meant it, looked in my eyes like it was true, said I was the only heart you were coming home to. I believed every soft word, every late night I won't leave. safest place, and you made a fool of me. You kissed me like forever, then disappeared like smoke. Now I'm sitting in silence with the promises you broke. I don't hate you like I should, but I hate what you made me feel. You turned my love into a wound and called the hurting real. Shame on you for making me believe that I was finally chosen, that you would never leave. Shame on you for knowing I was fragile and still breaking me in two. I gave you all my heart and you knew. I hope the truth keeps finding you in every room you run into, for all the love you threw away. Shame on you. I saw the signs and pieces, but I painted them as fear. I thought if I loved you better, you would finally stay here. You let me build a future with a heart you never planned. You watched me fall completely, then let go of my hand. Now your name feels like a shadow I don't want but can't erase, and I'm tired of blaming myself for the emptiness you made. I was honest, I was open, I was softer than I knew, when you used my love against me like it meant nothing to you. Shame on you for making me believe that I was finally chosen, that you would never leave. Shame on you for knowing I was fragile and still breaking me in two. I gave you all my heart and you knew. I hope the truth keeps finding you in every room you run into, for all the love you threw away. Shame on you. Maybe one day I'll forgive you. Maybe one day I'll be fine. Maybe I'll stop looking backward for the girl I left behind. But tonight I'm still angry, tonight I'm still blue, because I didn't lose myself until I trusted you. You don't get to call it love if love was only yours. You don't get to walk away clean from the hurt you bruised. Shame on you for every lie you dressed in gold, for every baby I promised that left me in the cold. Shame on you for turning sweet love bitter, for making goodbye feel cruel. I gave you my whole world and you knew. I hope someday you understand the damage in your hands. I hope her heart is never treated like mine was by you. Shame on you. Shame on you. But shame on me too, for loving so deeply someone who never knew how to love me true. Night falls with a silence heavy on my skin. Empty shadows linger where your love had been. You left me standing in the echo of your name. Photographs and promises now flickering like flame. Every word you whispered late into the night turned faded in the storm. Now all I feel is fragile and alone. You hurt me bad, left marks I cannot see, thinking I'd be fine if I could just let you be. But my heart keeps breaking when I think of what we had. Can't shake the pain. You hurt me bad. You hurt me bad. I walk into the morning searching for my breath, counting all the reasons to forget what we had left. Delicate reminders in the corners of my room remind me I'm still waiting for an answer from the moon. Another message written I will never send, haunted by the silence when the page becomes the end. I reach for hope in places where your shadow used to fall. Your absence is the loudest ache of all. You hurt me bad, left marks I cannot see, thinking I'd be fine if I could just let you be. But my heart keeps breaking when I think of what we had. Can't shake the pain. You hurt me bad. You hurt me bad. All the wishes made in vain, trying to forgive. Time heals some pieces, but some you never meant. Maybe someday, love, will find my way again. But tonight I'm breaking where your story ends. You hurt me bad, left marks I cannot see, thinking I'd be fine if I could just let you be. But my heart keeps breaking when I think of what we had. Can't shake the pain. You hurt me bad. You hurt me bad. Slowly, I'm learning to breathe through your ghost. Love doesn't heal when it's needed the most, but I'll rise through the silence, piece by piece, letting go, finding peace. Rain falls quietly on my window pane. Still hear your voice in the dark, calling my name. Photographs scattered across the floor. Memories linger, but you're not here anymore. I trace every line of love that used to be. Cold side of the bed where you once lay with me. I replay moments, laughing and holding you close. I reach into the silence where only emptiness grows. I'm longing for a reason, holding on to what we've lost. Colors fading in into gray, love now paying the cost. Echoes of you haunt every part of me. My tears fall like December rain. Tell me, how do I let you go when you are all I see? This aching heart still calls your name, still calls your name. Shadows stretch across these midnight walls, our promises broken, dreams beginning to fall. I try to move forward, but your memory pulls me back, lost in conversations, retracing every track. Your fragrance in the makes the world stand still. I close my eyes, wishing, hoping you'll come back. You will, haunted by your whisper, drifting further through the night. How do I accept it, letting go of what felt right? Echoes of you your name. We danced in the promise of forever, but forever slipped away. Now I gather pieces of love in the morning gray. Time keeps on turning, but I'm anchored in the past. Familiar pain reminds me this might last. Echoes of you haunt every part of me. My tears fall like December rain. Tell me, how do I let you go when you are all I see? This aching heart still calls your name, still calls your name. Maybe someday the sorrow will fade. I'll walk through the silence, learning not to wait. But tonight I'm still here in the shadow of goodbye, trapped in your memory. I try. Broken in silence. I don't slam doors anymore, I don't beg you not to leave. I just sit beside the window with your ghost across from me. The room is full of memories, but nobody hears them cry. I learned to hide the hurting behind I'm doing fine. Your sweater lost its warmth now, your picture lost its frame, but every quiet corner still whispers out your name. I wanted to be stronger, I wanted to move on, but some goodbyes don't make a sound, they just stay after you're gone. I'm broken in silence, crying when nobody sees, smiling in the daylight, falling apart on my knees. I'm broken in silence, holding pain I can't explain. You left without thunder, but I still feel the rain. No screaming, no fighting, no one knows what I'm hiding. I lost you so quietly, now I'm broken in silence. I still check the doorway like a shadow might return, but hope is just a candle I keep watching as it burns. I saved your last message like a scar inside my phone, reading every sentence just to feel less alone. People say I look better, like healing has begun, but they don't see the midnight when I come undone. I thought love would stay louder than the fear inside my chest, but you walked away so softly and silence did the rest. I'm broken in silence, crying when nobody sees, smiling in the daylight, falling apart on my knees. I'm broken in silence, holding pain I can't explain. You left without thunder, but I still feel the rain. No screaming, no fighting, no one knows what I'm hiding. I lost you so quietly, now I'm broken in silence. Maybe if I shouted, maybe if I fell apart, maybe if you saw the damage you left inside my heart, would you turn around for me? Would you finally understand that I was still holding forever while you let go of my hand? But I don't call, I don't chase, I just breathe through the ache, loving you from far away. In the quiet place I break. I'm broken in silence, with your name inside my tears, missing all the moments I thought would last for years. I'm broken in silence, still reaching through the dark. You left the room so gently, but you shattered my whole heart. No screaming, no fighting, just a girl slowly dying from a love that left quietly. Now I'm broken in silence, broken in silence. That's how I learned goodbye. No one heard my heart break, but it echoes every night. Shadows gather as the night falls in, quiet tears where your love had been. Your name still lingers in the half-lit room, echoes dancing through the silence full of gloom. I cradle memories that cut right through, tracing the outlines of a life I knew. You left a whisper in my trembling hands, promises we drew like lines in the sand. Now the colors fade from everything I see. You're everywhere and nowhere with me. Empty words float in the air, reaching for a love that isn't there. I'm dreams unravel, but I pretend again. Your laughter echoes from an old cafe, chasing a ghost I can't push away. These streets remember when you held me close. Now empty corners haunt me the most. There's a longing in the air, bittersweet and slow, still holding on to what I should let go. Empty words float in the air, reaching for a love that isn't there. I'm broken in pieces, quietly falling. Every little fragment still hearing you calling. Hearts don't shatter softly, they echo endlessly. In the quiet after midnight, I'm just trying to breathe. I'm broken in pieces, all that you left of me. Time moves gently, but the hurt remains. Learning to live in the space you made. I gather what's left, press it to my chest, finding meaning within the mess. I'm broken in pieces, quietly falling. Every little fragment still hearing you calling. Hearts don't shatter softly, they echo endlessly. In the quiet after midnight, I'm just trying to breathe. I'm broken in pieces, all that you left of me. Softly drifting, I close my eyes, letting go beneath the lonely sky. One day the dawn will set me free, but tonight I'm broken and learning to be. I came home to the quiet, put my keys beside the door. The room looks just the same now, but it doesn't feel like before. There's a sweater on the chair that I keep pretending isn't yours, and a heart inside of my chest that still waits for you to call. I tried to make some dinner, but I couldn't taste a thing. Even the silence sounds like you when the night starts settling in. Everybody thinks I'm stronger than the girl I hide inside, but I've been smiling through the daylight just to fall apart at night. I feel like crying, but I don't know where to start. There's too much pain inside. crying. I still check my phone for nothing, like your name, I like the screen. But the only thing that finds me is another lonely dream. I put on our favorite song, then I turn it off too soon. Cause every single melody still sounds too much like you. I hate that I remember every soft thing that you said, while you probably sleep so peaceful in some life I never get. I don't wanna call you, I don't wanna need you still, but my heart keeps reaching for you against my better will. I feel like crying, but I don't know where to start. There's too much pain inside me, and not enough room in my heart. I feel like breaking, but I'm already on the floor, missing who I used to be before you walked out the door. I keep saying I'm alright, but I'm lying. I'm lying. Tonight I feel like crying. Maybe tomorrow I'll be better. Maybe I'll make it through the rain. Maybe one day I'll say your name and not feel everything again. But tonight I'm just a shadow in the place where love once stood, trying to forgive the ending of something that felt so good. I don't need the world to save me, I don't need a reason why. I just need a little darkness where I can let myself cry. I feel like crying for the love I couldn't keep, for the promises still breathing in the corners of my sleep. I feel like falling into all the pain I hide, for the girl who gave you everything and still got left behind. I keep saying I'm alright, but I'm lying. I'm lying. Tonight I feel like crying, so let the tears come softly. Let the night hold what I hide. I'll be strong again tomorrow, but tonight I need to cry. I told myself I'm better, I told my friends I'm fine, but the truth comes out so easy when I turn off all the lights. Your side of the bed is empty, but it still feels like your place. I keep reaching through the silence, like I might touch your face. I made it through the morning, I smiled through the day, but the second I got lonely, I fell apart again. I thought I had no more crying left, I thought my heart was dry, but missing you keeps finding me. No matter how I try, I can't stop the tears, they keep falling down for you. Every time I close my eyes, I see the love I'm losing too. I can't stop the pain, it keeps calling out your name, like my heart still doesn't understand. You're never coming back again. I keep saying I'll be strong, but I'm broken every night. I can't stop the tears, no matter how I try. I still have your old messages saved inside my phone. I I read them when the night gets hard, just to feel less alone. Your voice is just a memory, but it still cuts so deep. I hear you in the quiet when I'm trying hard to sleep. The coffee tastes like sorrow, the rain sounds like goodbye, and every little thing I do reminds me you're not mine. People say the hurt will fade like seasons always do, but every day that passes still brings me back to you. I can't stop the tears, they keep falling down for you. Every time I close my eyes, I see the love I'm losing too. I can't stop the pain, it keeps calling out your name, like my heart still doesn't understand. You're never coming back again. I keep saying I'll be strong, but I'm broken every night. I can't stop the tears, no matter how I try. Maybe someday I'll wake up and your name won't feel like rain. Maybe someday I'll remember without breaking from the pain. Maybe someday I'll forgive us for the love we couldn't save. But tonight I'm just a girl still crying where you walked away. I don't wanna need you, I don't wanna miss you still, but my heart keeps holding on against my better will. I can't stop the tears for the dreams we left behind, for the promises still living in the corners of my mind. I can't stop the ache of loving someone gone. I keep trying to move forward, but my heart won't move on. I keep saying I'll be strong, but I'm breaking every night. I can't stop the tears, no matter how I try. I can't stop the tears when the room gets cold and blue. I lost myself somewhere